Christ. She's a beast, man. We're back, boys. We are back online. Back online. Did everybody make it back? Is everybody back? Hello, hello. Missing out on content, Jake says. What if we could do a double? What if we could do like a double live stream? That'd be wild, wouldn't it? We gotta get everyone back in here. That phone call really effed me. That phone call really torched us, boys. Just froze us right up. ¿Qué pasa, Juan? Juan, buenos días, Juan. That's Jake saying he's disking today. Disking. Juan, ¿cómo estás, Juan? ¿Qué estás haciendo, vale? Ah, tenemos un problema, vale. Juan, buen día, Juan. A la chingada. Juan está esperando maleza en Empire hoy. Huevón, hijo su perra madre. Nobody's back. I better rejoin. Jump back in. We're farming. Estamos terminando pinche algodón. What happened, Ohio Jeremy? What happened is whenever I get a phone call, my phone freezes, or it freezes the live stream, and we can't continue on. It's annoying. Tenemos problemas, vale. Sí, vale. Sí, tenemos problemas. El problema es cuando tengo una llamada, los pinches videos no sirven. Trabajos con madres. Hoy sí. Trabajos con madres ahora, amigo. ¿Cuántos días más con el algodón? ¿Está terminado o qué, vale? ¿Estás regresando? Yes, Jeremy. Welcome back. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it. Jake, are you back in here? It's better this way. Yeah, that first picture you sent looks like ass cheek, dude. Can't see nothing. Look how old I look. I got my glasses down, looking at my phone like this, looking at my notifications. Jesus Christ. The shit that happens when you turn 30. Shit happens when you turn 30. The shit that happens. Trabajos con madres. At least the self-service is good. It's always a bummer when I want to do a live stream, but there's no service. It's always a tough one. Wait till you get to 50. Ugh, buddy. I'm not sure with my drinking habits I'm gonna make it to 50. Just kidding. Jake's here. Welcome. What if we could do a dual live stream? You can show what you're doing and do what I'm doing. It'd be wild, huh? Let's see here. Maybe una semana y vamos por Mexico a beber tequila. Ah, Maybe one more week and we're going to Mexico to drink tequila. Yikes. Toby, 50's worse, he says. Oh man, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do when I'm 50. I'm hoping I'm putting all my eggs in the basket of winning the lotto so that I just don't have to come back to work anymore. Or I can just buy the farm and then boss everybody around. Maybe I'll buy Cherry Bay Orchards and then I could be Jake's boss when I win the lotto. Tell Mark what to do. Just turned 50. Still feel 30 though. Oh man, what's the secret? What's the secret juice? Who was asking where we sell our fruit? Where'd they go? I didn't answer that question. I remember seeing that though. Just turned 50. Still feel 30. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep doing stuff. I did. Yes, Jeremy. Our fruit is sold through our co-op with my friend Jake the farmer. By GLPC. Yeah, that'd be a better one. All of our fruit sold through the co-op. We're a vertically integrated company. It's debated about 30, 50. Yes, we're a vertically integrated company, a true farm-to-table operation here, as well as Cherry Bay, where Jake works, who's in here as well. We grow the fruit, we process and pit all of our cherries, and we produce dried cherries, chocolate covered cherries, cherry concentrate, cherry juice. We produce all of those and they're sold in I don't know how many states. It's more than 40, I believe. Publix, Kroger. What else? Where else is it sold at, Jake? Fire some states off. Fire some stores off. Meijer, if you're in the Midwest. All of those places. That sounds like a bolt. There it was, folks. Cherry pie fill. Yes, we do a lot of stuff. I gotta go outside and fix a shank that just broke. That's really effing annoying. I don't want the highlights saved. What's going on now? This is dumb. Okay. No, not the whole shank. I believe we just broke a bolt. This is what I'm thinking. Just the bolts. But I got a whole bag right here. So we're gonna go out there and get it fixed. I'm gonna talk out there. You guys let me know if you can still hear me. See if the AirPod's working outside the tractor today. Not sure why it wasn't in the other videos, but we'll find out. Trying to keep it clean. we found the other end of the bolt that broke. We could save ourselves money on a nut. All right, we're back. We are back, fired up and moving again. Pretty slow pit stop. Would never make it in NASCAR. No, I doubt it. We would not have made it. Sometimes one of the shanks, the middle one, is so tight. I can't, it gets really hard to swing it back into its, back where we need to get it lined up at, so it always takes longer. The far right one is the easiest. So that's pretty annoying. Pretty slow pit stop, he says. So what other farming questions do we have out there? We're on our last pass here, and then we've got the next couple completed because I went to my truck to grab my lunch earlier, so we're gonna just drive all the way over to the other side, see if we can get at least half of this farm ripped up for tomorrow. And then we'll finish up there and get I think, yeah, we'll probably finish it tomorrow, I'd imagine. Then we'll come back. When you next to your house? That'll be next week we'll be planting. That field is right above my finger. There's a little opening in the trees. That's where the back side of that field is. So both of the areas where we're planting cherries this fall are kind of right next to each other. We'll be planting next week. I'm not sure where we're going to be starting, but we'll be there next week at some point. Another beautiful day. See, there's a rock we pulled up last time with some sticks. It is an old, big old burn pile where we bought the farm. There were a bunch of big trees, kind of like those ones way over there. And we ripped them down, buried them, burned them, set them ablaze right here. And the ground never quite got smoothed up as well as it should because the guys who were doing the rotating crop here for us, they didn't do such a great job. Did you go through and pick up the rocks? Yes. That pile right there is all the rocks that came out of this field. And then as I pull more up in the strips here, we will go out and grab those before we plant so they're not in the way. Yesterday's windstorm, yes, I'm sure we should probably go around and check most of our deer fence because I'm sure we have some downed branches on the fence line after a windstorm like yesterday. Pretty much 40-mile-an-hour winds all day. Well, it's just pretty wild. Yes, we got to get the rocks out of the way. The rocks are no bueno. We don't want to. That's also why we rip this specific ripper up that I'm pulling, so we can pull rocks up. It goes a little deeper. It's got a little more strength and is able to lift those rocks up out of the ground. Only 2 calls for the fire department yesterday. I feel like that's a surprisingly light number, given the situation. I'm gonna get over here a little bit by our John Deere. A tree rubbing a line and a cable line across the road. Oh, that's not too bad then. Nothing you can't live with. We're kind of getting low on bolts, so I'm hoping that the rocks don't get any more crazy than they already are. Otherwise, we might be needing to make a trip to get some more. Surprisingly, keeping the rocks, they're much better on this farm. The other farm over there is mostly sand, so the rocks just pop right up, nice and easy. The frost pushes them right up. But over here we have a little bit better soil, so it tends to be a little bit nicer, a little easier on the tractor and on the bolts on the ripper. We really need a spring-loaded one. I'd really love to see a spring-loaded one. That would just make things so much better. We could just cruise at a quick clip. I mean, we're 300, 400 yards from those trees, and you can tell how big they are. Big trees, big trees. Well, we'll get ready to head down there to the other side. Well, not quite the other side. We just got to get down here a little bit. I mean, the rock pile is significantly large. It's hiding a whole tractor. There's our rock pile completely hiding my pickup. So that's the next job. That's what we were doing the other day when it was too windy or too wet. Mostly because we're lacking in the four-wheel drive department to help. That's our John Deere 4050 with our chisel plow on it. We're gonna use that after we get done ripping with what we're using here today. This tractor's new to our farm. We got that this spring. Mainly used for chopping brush. But now we're back where we need to get started over here. That's what we'll do. We got to continue on. The tractor's got to keep moving. We can't get anything done if the tractor's not moving, right? I'm kind of dying for some water all of a sudden. Not sure I have any left. Well, what a bottle. But that's all right. Hey, what the? Nothing in there when I go to drink it, but as soon as I tip it over, stuff comes out. That just doesn't make any sense, does it? That's BS. The mustache is all but fading in now with the rest of the beard. That was a fun week. My wife, not happy about it. But me, loved it. I usually rock the stash for wedding season. That's about the only time. It is hot in the glass box today. Woo! It's getting a little toasty. I don't care how cold it is. When you're inside a box like this and the sun's on you, you're like an ant underneath a magnifying glass. It can get pretty hot. Pretty hot. Does anyone else have any experiences inside a glass box? I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but it feels more like 80 in this bitch. I did get some new microphones for the long form videos that connect to my camera. So that's exciting. Should be able to use a wireless mic to stay further away from the camera and you guys still be able to hear me. I tried it with my phone, but apparently they give you you need an extra cord, a different cable to connect to a phone, which of course isn't sold with it. Which is, of course, you just spend a couple $100 on something and then turns out, hey, you need to buy more. It's like batteries not included. Back in the day, buy your kids something and then batteries not included. Or rip off. So I got that going for me. I'm in a t-shirt with the AC cranking, says Jake. Yeah, I probably could get into the t-shirt underneath here, but I'm just too lazy to take the sweatshirt off. Because I do have to get out, and then when I get out, I get cold, and I don't want to be taking my shirt on and off, especially on the live stream. I don't want to be giving anybody any flashes, you know what I'm saying? Might have to change the channel name to Only Farms instead of Only Fans. That would be too much. That would be too much. I'm in a t-shirt, he says. Man. In November. Where did everybody go? So you can see the lines here behind the tractor. We're doing a good job. Soil conditions are just right. Try February in a t-shirt. I've seen them in February in a t-shirt. Jake, I think I may be staying for, I might be staying 2 nights at the Orchard Show this year. Just maybe. I gotta lock some things yet, but I may have some commitments after the show on Wednesday. So I may be sticking around. It'll be the first time ever that I stay till the Thursday. But my wife and kid might come down, show them the tractor show, do kid shit. You never know. Hey, you never know. What a nice day. What a day. I feel like I gotta get some t-shirts, man. Maybe some hats. Maybe some cheap-ass t-shirts that you put them through the wash once. And then they come out and they're too small right away. That's the kind of t-shirts I want to get for you guys. That way you have to buy more. Need to get some merch going. Gotta get some merch. We've just now reached the level of monetization, where I can sell things from my own personal store here on the channel. So that's pretty neat. There's a rock. We got another one, folks. We've got another one. That's the most annoying thing. I don't think, Jake, I don't think your GPS... Who is walking their dog in our orchard? Excuse me. I've never seen more trespassers in my life. Somebody over here. The... Why? Like, what do you think you're doing? I don't know what it is about other people's property where you like walk in and just walk on other people's land and go, you know what, I'm just gonna let my dog walk here, shit on your land. You know, I have that entitlement to it, that's mine, which is not true. I could hear the tractor bog. Yes, it did. We did a little grunting as we pulled that rock up, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yes, it was grunting a little bit. I love that when we used to... So what we used to do, we would have burn piles on the farm where we would, you know, burn some brush after we put prune and stuff like that. And people would just randomly, overnight, they would just drop mattresses off or dressers, bags of garbage, and they would just throw it on that burn pile. And it's funny when you put a deer fence up with gates, how all of a sudden people want to stop you, and they're very concerned about what they're going to do. So, well, why are you putting this fence up? Well, to keep out people and deer. And they go, well, where am I going to dump my garbage? And where am I going to dump my garbage? And I said, well, that's not my problem. Where are we going to walk? You can walk on the side of the road. You have no entitlement to this property. Or they'll say they have permission. But they'll say the person that gave them permission, A, passed away, or B no longer works here for multiple years. You go, wow, you're that out of touch with what's going on. Holy deer! With a little spike. He's chasing some tail. I just rolled up here on this hill. They were probably getting busy. Not on my watch. We are going to have a deer fence up here soon, so hopefully we don't see any of those buggers back in here. Oh my God, another phone call. Jesus.